Hello everyone and welcome to another video of the Wheels vlog. It is Pride Month 2019 and Costa Rica's Pride is in about 2 weeks. So I decided to make this video and I really hope that everyone out there enjoys it.
Stepping out, it's Friday night. How I'm longing for this day. Yes, I'm single, oh, we want to mingle, and my friends are on the way. You got that good, good vibe. I want to spend some time back here with you. Oh, whoa, I got that good old times.
When I was 15 years old, I came out to this guy over here. He was one of the first people. Well, actually, the first one was his wife. And then it was him. So, yeah. Anyways, let's see. Danny, say hi to everyone.
Hi.
So, Danny, what did you think when I told you, I took you to the backyard and I told you I'm gay and I don't know what to do? What did you think of that? Like,
Well, so yeah, we were at the backyard that day, and he was so nervous. I remember he couldn't even speak a word. It was my wife who said it at the end because, again, you were so freaking nervous. It was hilarious for me because I always knew. I felt like I always knew. We were brothers and we shared a lot of things together, and we noticed certain things. My older brother and me, we always suspected. I mean, it felt nice at the same time because the level of trust that you had with me it was nice.
te dije que era homosexual. Y me acuerdo que fue por un mensaje de texto. Tranqui, todo eso lo puedo cortar.
No, es que me quedé así.
¿Dónde estabas cuando
En
lo
la
hiciste?
oficina atendiendo gente. Estaba entrevistando a alguien y me quedé leyendo el texto y tuve que guardarlo y decir, ahorita contesto.
Sí, ¿y qué me dijiste?
Que para mí lo más importante era cómo eran las personas y no tanto cómo se les catalogaba.
I think, well, the factor of being a gay person out of the closet has been like always like kind of visible for me. Like I would say because my family, like I have like a couple of uncles who are gay and out of the closet, so like I would say I was used to it. But then of course, yeah, like getting into the university and seeing like everyone is really expressive and like many people are really confident about who they are, I thought it was like cool.
Bueno, en primer momento me tomó por sorpresa. Debo decir que no era algo que esperaba, pero conforme ha ido pasando el tiempo he ido aprendiendo a que las personas tienen derecho a ser diferentes, tienen derecho a tener sus diferentes orientaciones. Todo está bien en cuanto no busquen lastimar, sino simplemente ser ellos mismos. Y pues yo puedo decir que yo estoy muy orgullosa de quién es mi hijo, y eso en forma independiente de la sexualidad. Sé que es muy luchador y que con la discapacidad ha logrado muchas cosas enormes, grandes, que otras personas con toda su salud en orden no lograrían.
You got that good, good vibe. I want to spend some time back here with you. Oh, whoa, I got that good old times.
Bueno, retos, he visto casos de las dificultades que tienen laborales para ser aceptados. Sé que también tienen muchos problemas para poder formar familias. La adopción, eso se les complica mucho, y ojalá en algún momento la sociedad pueda irse abriendo a estos cambios y entender que no es la orientación sexual la que los está definiendo como padres, sino que simplemente son buenas personas que pueden tener trabajos muy buenos y demás, y por ende formar familias.
Get people to listen to your experiences and having empathy about who you are. Like the university is supposed to be like a safe place, pero sometimes it's still, you know, pretty violent against like who you are. Like comments are out there every single day, and like people stare at you sometimes, and you know, you get the sense that it's not like people just looking at you and checking out your outfit or whatever. It's just like a staring, you know, like it's different. They don't see what you have to go through, you know, and that's hard because like when you don't check your privileges, then there's no way in which you can be like aware of it.
I think about certain things that might be complicated in this country because it's not broadly accepted yet. But the elections, right? The main topic of the elections on our country was based on gay marriage and all of this human rights stuff because of the two candidates' main ideas, right? And people here in Costa Rica is very, very religious. So if it is not something that they are constantly thinking, it touches people. I mean, the people's main basic ideas. So it was very controversial, and the country was divided in two, basically because of gay rights. And it was hard, right? Maybe even you hear people that you love saying stuff that hurts. It divides families, and it was horrible. I mean,
Yeah.
just seeing people speak certain things that you didn't even think they think. At the same time, I don't blame them. This processes always takes time. Breaking barriers in the mind, in people's mind, is the hardest.
¿Y cómo te sientes de esos casos que sabemos de amigos y amigas homosexuales, lesbianas, transexuales, que han tenido que huir de sus hogares porque sus familias les agreden, les atacan y no se sienten protegidos en esas familias?
Me da mucho pesar porque ante todo en esta vida yo sabía que iba a ser mamá y pues uno para sus hijos quiere lo mejor. O sea, yo creo que en la vida se presentan tantas situaciones fortuitas que uno tiene que estar preparado para luchar y ayudar a los hijos a luchar también, a seguir adelante. Yo soy una mujer que pues la vida me ha tocado difícil en muchos aspectos y creo que soy luchadora. Jamás dejaría que un hijo mío quede sin amparo. No podría, no tendría forma de vivir en paz, de irme a dormir cada noche tranquila.
You have a daughter. What do you think? Is it okay to have like a gay figure in your daughter's family? You know, a gay uncle being there, and you know, who's always going to express himself and his sexuality. How do you think that
I think
affects
that
your
is
daughter?
excellent in the sense that I want her to grow to accept that situations, because it's going to be more and more normal with the years. I want her to grow up like that, knowing that it could be normal, because even the day of tomorrow she came to me and say that she is lesbian. If that happens, I want her to feel on a safe country, right? Not like the last year.
You got that good vibe. I want to spend some time back here with you. Oh, I got that good old times.
Si hubiera alguna persona joven en este momento viendo el video, ¿qué le dirías en este mes del orgullo de 2019? Si todavía esa persona no ha explorado su sexualidad o está en ese proceso, ¿qué le dirías?
Como todas las decisiones, no se deben tomar a la ligera. Deben reflexionarse, madurarse y sobre todo buscar personas con las cuales poder conversar y asesorarse.
Bueno, yo le diría que no se desespere, que recuerde que Dios nos ama a todos por encima de nuestras diferentes características. Le diría que tenga un poquito de paciencia, que le pida a Dios que le envíe a las personas indicadas. A veces la familia no son los lazos de sangre, a veces la familia son los amigos que se pueden ir haciendo en el camino. A no desesperar, a seguir adelante, a ser cada uno como se sienta mejor.
I would say like be patient, try to be yourself, try to find things that you like and maybe safe spaces. Don't be scared to ask or like to look for people that can just like be next to you and listen to like your questions or like doubts or whatever you feel. Community makes us stronger, and also like look for people that can just like be by your side along the way.
Well, I would tell them, well, to keep pushing. It is hard, again, to break those barriers, but the fight needs to happen. Otherwise, it is going to be always hard. I mean, for future generations. Keep in mind that it is something that you are fighting for other people as well. So you are going to make a better world for future generations.
Muchas gracias, mami.
Con gusto.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, sure.
I love you just the way you are.
Welcome.
You know that. Can I get a hug?
Yeah, sure. I love
Thank
you too.
you. Sounds good. Thanks, bro. That's all. I always wanted to make a video like this one where I sit down with my family and friends and ask them about how they feel about Pride Month, about the LGBT plus community, and about me being part of their lives and being gay. The video turned out to be actually very emotional for me to film because these are the people that I felt the most supported with throughout my life. And knowing their opinion about these kind of things actually made me realize how lucky I am and how much privilege I got because I live in a welcoming family. And that's not the reality of everyone else. I came out in 2011 when I was 15 years old, but that doesn't mean that that has to be the rule that everyone follows. Coming out is a really tough thing to do, and it's actually one of the toughest decisions in your life due to the society that we live in right now. So I want to really encourage everyone to know that it is okay to come out whenever you feel ready. It doesn't mean that if you come out as early as I did, you're going to have the greatest life and you're going to enjoy your sexuality the most. It is okay if you come out when you're 12, when you're 20, or when you're 40. It doesn't really matter, as long as you feel okay with who you are. I would also like to invite everyone out there to join Costa Rica's Pride on June 23rd. It's going to be the 10-year anniversary of the Pride, and I think it's going to be really awesome, and it's going to be filled with love and joy and pride of who we are. Pride Month is a time to remember those who helped us and contributed and fought in order for us to have what we have right now, and to celebrate those people that are actually fighting nowadays to shape the world that future generations are going to have. But it is also a time to remember who we are and to be proud of who we have become. I hope you liked this video. Remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And remember to share this video with family and friends so you can spread out the love. Thank you very much and see you next time.